Hello and thank you for tuning in. My name is Braden Gilbert and this is Cooking at the Gilbert House. Today we're going to be cooking chocolate covered strawberries. Now these aren't just any chocolate covered strawberries, these are HEB Select chocolate covered strawberries. What's that mean? Pretty much nothing. Besides that they are some of the best ones that HEB has picked. HEB, just another store similar to Walmart. This is all just banter. So what we did is we went out and we got our ingredients. We're going to be doing chocolate covered strawberries. So we got 2 pounds of fresh strawberries. You want to make sure that when you get them that they don't have any bumps or bruises, that they are all ripe. I think they're all a dark red. They won't get any more mature once you pick them. Once you pick them, they are done. So we want to make sure that we have fresh ones. We have 2 packages of Nestle Toll House semi-sweet chips. And then we have premium white for the drizzle on top, as well as a pre-made microwavable do-it-yourself kit. So we're going to try both of those in this show. Now, to start off, we went ahead and washed them before the show started. One quick hack, if you have it, is a salad spinner. You rinse your strawberries, take them in the buckets, rinse them in them, take them out and put them in your salad spinner, and you just give it a few good pulls and it'll spin all the water off. We went ahead and were double safe and made sure to dry them on a towel as well as our container. Now what we also have is we have our water boiling. Our water is boiling right now, it's just set. The very key, super big key to all of this is that you want your chocolate to cook low and slow. So what we're going to go ahead and do, let me transfer that over. There we go. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to start with that by getting our Nestle semi-sweet. We're going to put them in our bowl. Let's go ahead and open this package. We have scissors. When in doubt, use crazy scissors for all your cooking needs. Reasons because they make everything more fun. Jagged edges. We're going to be using our Provo Craft with this design. So if you want your chocolate to be funky and designed, you need to use funky design scissors. Alright, so we're going to start with just enough on the bottom. Kind of get it going. That's one whole bag. That's always just enough. Alright, so we're going to bring it over here. As you can see, we have nearly the entire bottom covered. And what we want to do is you want to make sure that you are always stirring this. Always be stirring your chocolate here as it goes. So we're going to go ahead and set it down in our double boiler. If you do not have a double boiler, you can use just about anything, as long as it is 2 containers in each other. Now you want to make sure that you did all your prep work before. I, however, did not. Nope. How are you doing, Mimi?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
How's your recording going?
Well, we're live on the internet.
So can I go tune in and look at it?
Yep.
How do I do that?
Twitch.tv/crashball254.
Now what?
1 second.
I just tune into your.
To my screen.
I'm gonna do it later.
You don't have to tune in. You can be in it.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. That's Grandma. She lives here with us, having a blast. Also, so in the kitchen, I only have 1 monitor set up. There we go. We got this, and then we'll get our trusty spatula, so our 2 tools. One's long and narrow, has a little bit of a tip at the end. The other one, this. Look at that, we're already getting... We are already starting to get that. going so quickly. If you spill a little bit of water, it's fine. It'll cool down relatively quickly. I'm gonna keep stirring. Just make sure that you're always keeping those moving. If sitting chocolate will be burnt chocolate, so make sure that you're always getting that stir in there. Now the reason for a double boiler is actually quite important here. It is to make sure that there is equally distributed heat. If you have heat more in one spot than the other, it will burn. The water kind of evens out the heat to where the bottom of the pan is getting heat distributed everywhere. Now this is going to be really quick here actually. Let me turn down the heat and I will get out some parchment. Should have laid parchment out beforehand, just failed to do so. So we're going to lay out parchment really quick here as this chocolate continues to kind of melt down. We're almost there, almost perfect. Yeah, it's good. Getting good. So now what we want to do is we want to make sure that we take the strawberries, take this off the heat real quick, sit down next to it. What you can do is you can try and go with a, actually we'll move this one back to the back burner, turn the heat on there, keep it kind of at a medium heat. Bring this up here real quick. And there you go. There's different techniques to dipping your strawberries. We are just going to go with a quick paste one. Look at those. You want to make sure that you have parchment out, something non-stick. Aluminum foil will work. It's a little bit more expensive though. Parchment is ideal. And you want to lay them out once you dip them. And this has to go pretty quick as your chocolate will begin to solidify yet again. Look at ones like that. Beautiful. Now I'm using a relatively large pan, so you're going to get, there we go. You're going to get some hand in the way here. Also what you can do is you can scoop it up and just lightly roll it on the spatula itself, kind of encase it in the delicious chocolate we have. Now this is Nestle Semi-Sweet, which is a favorite among my family for sure. We've used Nestle for a lot of different chocolate applications. Now you also want to be careful because everything is still hot. Look at that. We are doing beautiful on this 4th of July. Here's a big one. Again, so now that the chocolate's off the fire, you don't really have to worry about it. There's not much worry about it burning. However, it will continue to cook just a little bit. So if you get it too cooked or too hot, that's where you can get some problems. This is also a very, very messy endeavor. So just be aware of that. Try and do a little swirl. Just a little bit. Got a little swirl in there. And so after this, we're going to let these dry, then we'll go to the microwavable ones and give those a shot. I'm not sure how well that will work. It is a first doing both of these. But hopefully we can get something good out of it. And you can dip almost anything in chocolate if you're not a big strawberry fan. Try bananas. Chocolate covered bananas are amazing. We don't have any bananas. I have a tomato, but I don't believe that would be a very wise investment. Chocolate covered tomatoes. Maybe on a sandwich of sorts. I don't know about as dessert. Fruits, things with high sugar content usually work very well with chocolate, as it kind of counteracts that bitterness that you find in this semi-sweet. If you do dark chocolate with fruit is always good, because there's that bitterness, and the sugar and the natural sugars bring out, kind of complement the harsh bitterness of dark chocolate. So, almost done here. This will be number 18, and we'll do 2 more. If you have leftover chocolate, do stencils. Kind of like caramel, won't work as well because it doesn't harden as well. However, it is an awesome idea. You can also make mounds, other chips, remake them into chips if you want to be adventurous. You could try and make some type of chocolate cake. We are not going to be doing that on this show, so we're just going to coat this one real good. Be the chocolate king. There we go. Oh yeah. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this remainder of all of this chocolate, because we got a pretty decent amount of chocolate still left in here, and we are going to work on just kind of recoating, drizzling on this leftover dark chocolate. So you just want to go back and kind of drizzle on there, get a little bit elegant design, get into let your creative side really get in there. And this is where you can kind of get those top layers where your fingers were. If you need help, don't be afraid to get other things dirty. We'll all just clean up this after all. It's all gonna get messy in the end. We'll kind of leave us a little, get that extra chocolate off to be reused if need be. That's the best part right there. The best part. So as you can see, we still have several strawberries left, and we will be taking care of those here in a second. But let's take a quick detour, because this isn't just about chocolate covered strawberries. As you can recall, if you check the title, this is chocolate covered strawberries, wine, and more. So, with a dessert like this, you usually want to go with a dessert wine. I myself am a fan of Moscato. Having finished this bottle off yesterday, we went out and we got some more. Now I like, there's some Pagoy's Moscatos from Italy. There's some Moscatos from California. However, one of my current favorites, and the one that I've recently discovered, is Barefoot, an amazing grape Moscato, very fruity, very nice. However, this one is not chilled, so we have one that is. Now, for the adults out there, if you're interested in kind of what to do when you come to this point, if you haven't chilled your Moscato pre-hand, how do you keep it cold? Because if you put ice in there, it's gonna get watery. And watery Moscato is no good. Go ahead. There we go. Corks of us. We can also clean off the top now, take all the extra pieces off. Make sure you don't get any in your wine, that would be bad. So the tip for how to chill your wine will be grapes. Grapes are kind of the consequential ingredient in wine. So having grapes in your wine only makes sense. These have been in the freezer for a little bit over an hour. So they're not solid, but they are decently frozen. Just put a few in there. These have already been washed as well. I washed them before they went in there. We'll put them back in the freezer. And you take this and you serve. Then you have a beautiful gift. What's up, Mimi? How you doing? You doing all right? Shh. Okay, I'll be quiet. We can put that back in there, and we'll throw this one. And we'll keep this one out. Keep us honest. You know, if you finish 2 bottles of wine in one day, 1 bottle of wine in a day is a party. 2 bottles of wine is a problem. The grapes also can give off additional flavors that can help you enjoy it. So let's see, I have never done, this is H-E-B's Baker's Scoop professional grade ingredients, microwavable tray, chocolate coating, natural flavors, no hydrogenated oils. There we go. When you pull it out, it will look like literally a tray with a giant Lego brick of chocolate. You want to make sure that those stay intact, as we will be using them here soon. Now, directions are important. So for this, they're actually this is just simply, it's chocolate with, you microwave it in 15-second intervals. the 15-second intervals is the key. If you microwave it for 30 seconds, it will burn. If you microwave it for 10 seconds, it's still going to be a solid. So microwaving chocolate can seem taboo almost. However, it is very, very important that you have your options, know your options. For 1 minute. Alright, so we go 1 minute, and then after that we'll do the 30-second intervals. If you have wine, cheers, as always. I have to say, some of the best wine I have had has come from America. I'm not sure if that's just because I haven't tried enough foreign wines. So what will happen whenever you're done, let me bring it out, set it down right here. There you go. Whenever you bring it out, you're going to get a consistency similar to this, where it is solid to the touch and gooey in the middle. That's what you want. Because the inside is where the good stuff is at. So we're going to go back to our station, our system. I already washed them, Mimi. You want to come join me? Come on, come around here. Come join me. Oh. The queen of cooking is behind the camera right now. She's reluctant. So we have two styles here. We have the microwavable kind, which seems just about as easy as the other kind. The taste, how it tastes, will be the important one. The dogs are here. No chocolate for y'all. I believe that there is dog chocolate out there, but this is not that variety, so they get to miss out. This is very simple. Now that pot of water is still on boil for the white chocolate, which we will do next, and the drizzle on top. That is always a favorite of mine. And you want to make sure that whenever you do crafts like this, you gotta be elegant with it. You gotta have fun. Having fun is key. Remember that, my child. Also, if you're talking in Twitch chat, I cannot see that. I only decided to bring down one monitor to the kitchen. As parents come home tomorrow here in Seattle, they don't get to. They might get to enjoy this. I might save some for them. Me and Mimi might start chowing down this 4th of July. And you can actually do this this craft. It only takes about, if microwavable, takes about, like, you can do it in 10-15 minutes. For cleanup and prep, you just throw this away, this container. I would give the double boiler about an hour for cleanup and prep, and the sheet. You also important, if you like them hot, that's good, but some people like to freeze them. Oh, we got a leaf. Some people like to freeze them and eat them that way. That is also amazing. That adds time to the cooking requirement. When dealing with chocolate, there are many different things you can do, from having molds to simply dipping. Our mold right now is the outside of the strawberry. But if you have a plastic mold of sorts, you can make basically anything. This is a great activity to do during Easter time. If you have cookie cutters that are plastic, or even metal. Metal would work too. Spray those down with a releasing agent of sorts, non-stick, and then you fill them with chocolate, and you put them in the freezer. And when you take them out, just tap them real good. So yeah, we're burning through these. Now this chocolate is a little bit different. I can taste it on my fingers. It's a little bit sweeter. They say it is, I actually don't say what kind, it's just chocolate coating. Not sure if that's an official name. But this is a lot of chocolate. This is a pound of chocolate, so that's 16 ounces. We used 8 ounces. We used 6 ounces for 20 of the last ones, and this is 16 ounces, so this is a lot of chocolate. And don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Let's be honest, people. This is cooking. Cooking at its best. Wow, that is actually some really good chocolate. So what I did is I went for the inner 4 bars and left these outside 4 alone so they could solidify. We can put it in a bag and come back to this if we want. I'm not sure if the ingredients is any different or if you can just microwave any chocolate. But this mixture was pretty good to where it was a solid minute. Here we go. There we go. Alright, so our hands are a little sticky here. Chocolate is delicious as always. What next? Well, we have our white chocolate to do next. Take some wine. Always good. Always, always, always good. So this time we're going to take our pan here, and it's got some dried chocolate. What you want to do is you want to clean this out before it gets too dried. Gonna make sure that you get in there good where the knobs are, where the handle attaches. Those are very important. Well, now that we have that taken care of, it's all cleaned out, all sparkly and shiny, let's go ahead and start onto our chocolate drizzle. Now we have a lot more of these. There are 12 ounces. So this was a pound or 16 ounces. Pound or 16 ounces, and we have a lot left. So we can save that for later. We did 20 strawberries with the small package. And we're not even coating strawberries in these because we've used them all. What we're going to be doing in these is we are going to be creating a drizzle. So we're only going to use about 1/4 of this bag. Again, always important, crazy scissors. If you want crazy chocolate, you're going to use crazy, safe scissors. So again, they're safe. They're just the crafts ones the kids use. There you go. Bag's open. Now for these, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a good portion in there. Actually, we got some water still in this. You don't want water in your chocolate. Watery chocolate is never a good thing. Let's go ahead and add these in now. Oh. Get those before they make too big of a mess. There we go. That's probably enough. We're going to bring our boiling water back over here, kill this back burner. Oh, that's the wrong one. Alright, so it's boiling again. Now we left the water on low so it continued to boil. You can see the bubbles are still down there in the bottom. We wanted to keep doing that. We're going to wait for it to start bubbling again, then we're going to turn it back down to low, as it is important that the water stay just at the brink of boiling, but not go over. If you cook it too hot, too fast, you're going to have problems. So I like to get it to a boil and then dial it back and slowly bring it up that way. So our water is going to be hot. It'll heat the pan, but it won't get past there. So a little bit longer, it looks like we'll be just set. Now don't be afraid. If your water gets too hot, just turn it off. Give it some time and it will bring down the heat naturally. If you feel like it's too cold, just turn up the heat just a little bit. Remember, the longer you take to cook your chocolate isn't a bad thing. If you cook it too quick, you can burn it. Burning's bad, taking a long time just makes more memories with the family. Alright, so we look like we're good here. We're going to switch over. Alright, so we have the boil here. We're going to take it. Fire's on high. We're going to dial that all the way down. There you go. It's you just barely see any blue. All the way down to low. Take our pan, drop it in on top. Now remember, you have to stir. Stirring is quintessential. Alright, clean spatula, let's get right back into it. Now we're just starting to get that boil, that melt. Need more wine here. Quick tip on wine. If you find you're unable to get the cork out, don't be afraid to take your opener, insert it onto the top, but since you're not doing a full pull, and you've already removed it before, just barely get it in there. Once it's barely in there, oh, didn't get in there. Once it's barely in there, you can just lift it out. And it stops you from having to put the big hole like you did on the other side. This is a fun craft to do if you have little kids around. Get them to kind of stir the chocolate, because you want to make sure that it's constantly being stirred once it starts melting. If you have a double boiler, it'll be really secure. If not, you just want to make sure that your pans are relatively the same size. You can also get those bumps out there. Just take it, and what you'll do is you'll take it and you'll just take it from one side. What you do is you'll take it from one side. You'll just push it across. Push it across. So you're just kind of making lanes, and you'll scoop it up. You'll streak it back across, and that really gets the bumps out and kind of smoothens out your chocolate. Now the texture of chocolate, you don't want to mess with too much. I believe that there are recipes out there for that. I am just not aware of them. This is a very thick chocolate right now. You can see it's not very, doesn't want to drip too much. So we're going to let it cook a little bit more, add just a little bit of heat to it. Just a smidge. I think our pan was a little cold when we put it back in. Also, a great way to know if your strawberries are ready is when you coat your spoon, you can put one spoon on a coat. When this spoon's chocolate is dry, it means your strawberries are dry. It'll take a little bit longer for the coating on the spoon to dry than your chocolate. That's enough there. Need new spoons. It's my indicator spoon. And so what we're actually going to do with this is we're going to put this in a bag and we're going to pipe it over the top. Now the way you pipe stuff, if you're not familiar, is that you're going to get a bag that you can use for get that all off there real quick. Now let it settle. You're going to get a bag that you can use, just an everyday lunch sandwich bag, and you're going to take the corner of it. You're going to actually want to use real scissors for this, not our fun crazy scissors, as a straight cut is rather important here. However, I lack thereof such scissors. No scissors, crazy scissors it is. Breaking my own rule. Alright, we're all set here. Alright, so whenever you're ready, you want to take your tip that you're going to be using, or you can use the bag itself. and you just insert it and kind of push it in. So now you have your pipette, your piping bag. Water's just a little bit too cool for this to be melting like we want it to. White chocolate has a little bit higher cooking point, it seems. There we go. Fry it back up to a boil. Perfect. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to take it, insert it into our bag. Just make sure that the bag is set. Use the lip of your bag to transfer it straight in. Perfect clean transfer there. Now what you can do here, if it's too hot to hold like mine is, and you don't have the right type of bag, you can take an ice cream scoop and then use a spoon on top of it in this manner. So you have your ice cream scoop that is just nestled in with the hole pointing out towards the side, and you will just use it like a kind of like a press. Now this is a very hot process, noted again. And there we go. Once you have everything said and done, make sure you dispose of all your stuff correctly, as chocolate can be and is poisonous for animals. For leftover chocolate, make sure that you have plastic bags for it. We were going to get one for this microwavable that we used. And also make sure that you clean all of your items. Rip indicator spoon. If you want to have lots of fun, you can take things that have interesting shapes and use it and make a form of a chocolate bunny, or similar to cookie cutters, except that you're just filling in a mold and it's expanding outwards to that. Alright, we got a little bit of chocolate left in there. We're going to scoop this out and put it back on the tray. So, and this is where really creativity can come in hand. Just feel free to let it speak. They don't have to look like what you see on TV, because what you see on TV is done by people who do it for a living. We're home cooks here, and we're just going to have fun with it. Alright. With that, we're going to do some cleanup and some closing, and then we'll be all done for today. Remember, there is going to be a stream later tonight, so if you're interested in video games, I do play video games. My name is Braden Gilbert, and this has been Cooking at the Gilbert House. No ripperino at all, guys. So, thank you for tuning in. If you liked it, I'd like to thank you for tuning in. I am Braden Gilbert, and this is my cooking show. I had some fun doing it. I can now hear myself in the music. What we're going to do next is we're going to bring out some of the strawberries and see what they look like. There's actually a big difference between the microwavable ones, which are up front, and the ones we cooked on our own. So, let me grab some. Alright, right off the bat, what you're going to notice is that the microwavable one is dry. This one, the one we did with our chocolate from the double boiler is not. So we're going to put that one back. Give it some more time to really set up and be chocolatey. You can change kind of the setup and the makeup of the chocolate itself just simply by cooking it. I don't think we did much of that. However, there is a difference in taste. Yep. I found those in the cabinet. Thank you all for tuning in and supporting, man. Strawberry? No? All right. Hey, Mimi, can you come in here? We'll get a special guest. Here, come around.
Remind me to wear my knee brace tomorrow.
Okay.
Keeps popping in and out. Look, kitty cat. Look, Harley. What do you want? After I get one to eat.
You're on camera too.
Hmm.
Oh no, come on, say hi.
Hi.
Here, you wanna listen?
Hmm.
Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Did you really cook, Braden?
They say hi, Grandma.
It's a hungry mom.
Happy birthday, America. Special hi, Grandma. Hi, Mimi. That's what they're saying. So, I only have one monitor here, so I keep having to switch back to what I can see, what y'all can see of me, and kind of the little bit that y'all can see. The gain on my microphone is all actually amazing. This is the first room setup I've done with the Blue Yeti Pro, and I am astounded so far. I haven't gone back and listened to all of it, but from what I've heard through, I have the sound running through the microphone right now, and from what I've heard, it has been amazing. Nothing but really good sound. So I'm kind of pumped that I didn't know the Blue Yeti could take the sound from my computer and take the sound from my computer, run it through, and put it in my headphones, in addition to what I sound like on instant replay. So I'm never too loud, because if I get too loud and it starts cracking, it's not good. So, but yeah, we're gonna let the top 20 dry here soon, and hopefully we can have some fun later. All right, so I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. I am Braden Gilbert, and this has been Cooking at the Gilbert House. The one place to go for all your cooking needs, and the one place to find the best and the brightest chocolate strawberries. Y'all have a great night.